This heavy antique book is so rare that it can literally cost up to hundreds of thousands of dollars. At least it would cost that much if it were an original. This, alas, is a facsimile, and believe it or not, it's smaller than the original is. Which book is it? It's of course the Kelmscott Chaucer, published in 1896 by William Morris's private printing press. And just why is this book so rare? Well, for one thing, less than 500 copies were published. 48 of the copies were bound in pigskin by the Dove's Bindery, and 13 copies were printed on vellum. This makes it more expensive. The works of Geoffrey Chaucer, printed by the Kelmscott Press, took about 4 years to be painstakingly crafted. It is no less than 87 beautiful woodcut illustrations by the pre-Raphaelite artist Edward Burne-Jones. William Morris designed the initials, the typeface, and the decorative borders. One of the typefaces he uses is Chaucer type, of course. William Morris was a leader in the arts and crafts movement, which sought to restore decorative arts to a pre-industrial hand craftsmanship. It was only a matter of time before he founded his own private printing press, but he only operated the press for 6 years until he died just a couple months after the Kelmscott Chaucer was published, which was the pinnacle achievement of the Kelmscott Press. The Kelmscott edition of the works of Geoffrey Chaucer is truly a monumental tribute to a monumental piece of English literature, Geoffrey Chaucer, of course, being the father of English poetry. Edward Burne-Jones commented that this book would be like a pocket cathedral, and indeed it really is magnificently crafted with so much ornate detail. When this reprint edition appeared in 2017, I definitely wanted it because of my personal connection with the Canterbury Tales by Chaucer. When I was in 4th grade, so when I was about 8 or 9, I did a speech meet or a speech competition, and for the competition I did the prologue to the Canterbury Tales, or the first paragraph from the prologue to the Canterbury Tales, in the original Middle English. So just imagine a tiny little red-headed child up there saying "Wandar April with a shora sota," so on and so forth. It was great. I won first place. Obviously. I mean, you can't beat that. It's not possible. The Kelmscott Chaucer is also, of course, printed in the original Middle English, taken from the Ellesmere manuscript. And I can't say that I have read all the way through it because it is quite a large book, but it's just so beautiful, so wonderful to flip through it, look at all the beautiful illustrations by Edward Burne-Jones, just admire the craftsmanship that went into making this. If you'd like to read a little bit more about my personal experience with the works of Geoffrey Chaucer, you can look at my blog, which is at wondrouswell.wordpress.com.